I'm the thinking analyst.
I said we will be back after the game ends. And we're back.
We're back. The game has ended.
The game's ended.
And the Minnesota Vikings have beaten the Buffalo Bills 33-30 in overtime.
You were very skeptical.
Yes, I was.
You were very skeptical, JJ. As a fan, you were very skeptical. As an analyst, you were like, it's going to be a great game. But while the game was going on, people, he was a fan. Almost having a heart attack. He put his analyst hat away. Good job, Vikings. This is JJ Vikings.
I was frozen for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about the game, right, people? This is the first game where I watched with JJ. You have to do what?
Oh no, I gotta take a.
That cough was held until the game ended.
Yes.
Anyway, so JJ, the Vikings beat the Bills. What are your thoughts about that game, which I have heard people call the game of the season so far?
America's game of the year, in my opinion. You know, the Vikings are such a good team, but Buffalo, you gotta hand it to them. They're a really talented team too. They're just so into it. Josh Allen is an incredible quarterback, very explosive. He's very young. He's still a great quarterback. He's got a bazooka for an arm. He's so clutch in games. He's just everywhere on the field. He's just everywhere. He's been running. He's really been attacking our defense a lot, and it's just dynamite.
Dynamic.
Dynamite. He's dynamite.
Dynamic.
He's dynamic and also dynamite.
That's true. So, Stephon Diggs, who used to play for the Vikings, he had a head-to-head collision, if I may say that,
Matchup
with
against Justin
the
Jefferson.
star Justin Jefferson.
Okay, at this point,
talk about that.
At this point, I think Justin Jefferson's the best wide receiver in the game.
Oh.
And I don't care what anybody says.
Why?
I feel like if you disagree, you are wrong. How does that feel?
I don't have an opinion. I'm just listening. This is an analyst.
Okay, so Justin Jefferson, of course, in week 1 against the Green Bay Packers, or some salty fans call the Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers, which I don't really believe in.
Salty fans.
Well, Justin Jefferson had 184 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Tyreek Hill, in one game, he had 190 yards. And Justin Jefferson had 184 in another game. But now Justin Jefferson had 193, almost 200 receiving yards. Crazy,
That's
right?
Record-breaking?
In his career, yes, a career high. And that one-handed catch where
I saw it
over
like
the defender, it was crazy. That was really crazy. 4th and 18, and then the pass was caught by number 18. A one-handed attempt. Justin Jefferson is my hero. He is the hero of Minnesota, and he's the best player in Minnesota. Not just the best wide receiver in Minnesota, but the best player in Minnesota. In my opinion, best player in the league, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Oh, by the way, he's JJ, just like you. I think the JJs are awesome.
Justin Jefferson, he plans to get 2,000 receiving yards this season. I think he can get it. I think he can get it. JJ2K.
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 JJ3K.
Well, he did get 3K yards in his first 2 NFL seasons, so.
So, Eric Kendrick's fumble touchdown.
Oh, that play. That play where Josh Allen, he was about to spike, he was about to...
That play. People, I learned so much about football during this game. Talk about Eric Kendrick's fumble touchdown.
First of all, Eric Kendrick's the heart and soul of the Vikings coverage defense. Not too bad at stopping the run. And Eric Kendrick's... So, Josh Allen, he hiked the ball. Mm-hmm. He was about to run to the 2-yard line just to kneel it there, but he lost the ball. At first, I thought it was a safety, but he then he fumbled the ball, and Eric Kendrick somehow got it. They were fighting for it. And what's crazy is the reason why this is America's game of the century, game of the year, first of all, the teams, the matchup.
The matchup.
Not a fighting match.
Oh, okay, the game.
Better. And also because of the way that the game was going on. There were so many chances for us to lose this game.
So many chances for you to win as well.
Exactly. The Minnesota Vikings, let me put it this way, and let me put it in the most funny way ever. The Minnesota Vikings tried their hardest to lose, but the Buffalo Bills just tried harder.
See, I was saying that in my African brain, the gods of football are for the Vikings, but for some reason, the authorities were for the Buffalo Bills. But the gods always win.
Stop. So, the Buffalo Bills. There were so many penalties that were called on the Vikings, but there was holding on the Buffalo Bills, things like that, and the refs didn't even call it.
Yeah.
I feel like refs get dumber and dumber every year.
Oh, he called out the refs.
I'm calling you out. By the way, to ungrateful Vikings fans who are still messed up and mad about these close games. First of all, I don't mean to be causing havoc around here, but listen, would you rather? Let me just make this a legit, honest question.
Mm-hmm.
Week 4 against the Saints, Week 3 against the Lions. Those fluke wins. Vikings fans are complaining, but here's an honest question: would you rather have us lose those 2 games and not have 7 straight wins? Honest question. Honest question.
Can I answer that? I think a win is a win.
A win is a win is
Period.
a win. Yes. So, any ungrateful fans, I got a message for you. Please find another team if you're not satisfied, or else be quiet.
They're fine. And JJ did make a prediction. It's like, I think the Super Bowl can be between the Vikings and the Bills. And we saw that today. It could happen.
It's entirely possible. The Bills are a great Super Bowl candidate.
And the Vikings proved that they could also be a Super Bowl candidate.
Yes.
In today's game.
We still have yet to see them.
But they did prove that in today's game, just judging from today's game.
Well, so the Vikings, there were so many chances. There were so many times where we thought we'd lose this game.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many times where we had a chance to close out this game and just call it a day. There were so many mistakes, so many good things. It was just too overwhelming.
Getting his blood pressure up.
Like, calm down. It was. I know. It was like up there, but this game was like up there.
Like up there in the skies. People in the skies. Anyway, Patrick.
I can't with this team.
You can't. You know how he's a fan? In the next minute, he's like, I don't like this team.
No, stop.
You say that?
That's not a bandwagon. No. I don't say that. That's being a bandwagon fan.
Yeah,
I love the Vikings.
I think I am the bandwagon fan. But no, I'm a JJ Vikings fan.
All
the way.
I love the Vikings no matter what.
I know. I know you do.
Like I said on that Fox 9 interview, which was amazing, by the way.
Hi, Fox 9.
No matter what, no matter how much they lose, and no matter how much they win, no matter anything, I'm always a Vikings fan.
That's true. Born in Minnesota. Born and bred in Minnesota.
Born and bred in Minnesota.
In Minnesota. Anyway, Patrick Peterson's game-winning interception. This is the first time that I totally understood what an interception is. So like, JJ, what happened? What's that? What happened? Oh, I get it. Talk about that interception.
I'll take
JJ.
over.
Take over. I'm bye. Bye, people.
No. Stay.
I'm back.
Stay. So, an interception is where a quarterback throws it, but then a player on the defense catches it. Mm-hmm. It's a turnover, and it goes to the other team.
And that was what Patrick Peterson did today.
Twice in a row. Well, not in a row, but twice that game. Mm-hmm. He had one that was...
But the winning one.
Yeah, the game-winning one was insane. Josh Allen, he got heated after the game.
Who's Josh Allen?
The Buffalo Bills' insanely, amazingly explosive, dynamic duo-ish... No, dynamic quarterback Josh Allen.
Oh. You felt sorry for him?
Nah. I'm kidding. I just love to watch Josh Allen play. You know, he's such an amazing quarterback with a bright future ahead of him. And I'm sad that the Buffalo Bills have never won a Super Bowl before. You know, something that the Vikings and Bills have in common, they've both gone to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost all 4 of them.
Four times. Maybe this is the year for one of you guys. This is it. 2022.
The Minnesota Vikings will win the Super Bowl this year for the first time of 12 times within the next 10 years.
Oh, man. Go Vikes! We are rooting for you. Please do it. And how did this game become so close? So close, JJ. So close.
A game that should not have been that close. But a win is a win is a win.
A win is a win.
Period. So, the game was that close. Too many turnovers, too many mistakes, too many chances where we could have won the game when we failed. Mm-hmm. Too many chances where we could have lost the game and succeeded almost. Mm-hmm. And man.
So did it become this close because the teams are too good, or because I think because you and Dad were so skeptical about the Vikings? You're like, "Oh, gonna watch the Vikings are gonna lose," but when it got so close,
we didn't say we were gonna lose. We said that Buffalo's
you said
might kick our butt.
That's true, but you know your skepticism kind of died.
Okay,
when it got towards the extra time.
Okay, listen.
And you were pumped pumped.
I still had a lot of skepticism at that time going into overtime.
That's true.
So the Vikings, they were facing off a real challenge. I'm so happy that Josh Allen played, because now the whole world knows
that the Vikings are the kings of the
North. We're a great team. We're very talented. We beat the Buffalo Bills with their star guys on defense. Von Miller, star edge rusher. Tremaine Edmonds, key linebacker. Matt Milano, also a key linebacker. And so many guys on defense too, wow. And then on offense, Josh Allen, running back, Josh Allen, bazooka of a quarterback. Running back Devin Singletary, he's kind of short and small, but a great power running back. Also got some good speed. Stephon Diggs, who's not as good as Justin Jefferson. Gabriel Davis, who's also not as good as Justin Jefferson. And James Cook, who's not as good as Dalvin Cook as his older brother. So
wait. So there was a Cook on the Vikings side and a Cook on the Bills side?
James Cook. They both wore number 4 in college. Mm-hmm. Number 4 is a huge responsibility.
So they were siblings?
Yes. Number 4 is a huge responsibility and a great number for them. Their father must be very proud of them. Their father's
passed away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so. But number 4 means a lot to them, and they just want to make their dad proud. But as of right.
Meow.
Meow.
I knew he would say that.
Yeah, the Vikings did really well, and James Cook, he did not have that many rushing yards. Mm-hmm. And Dalvin Cook, he's an explosive player. I like how he was patient today. He was patient. We thought he'd have a slow rushing game, but he ended up having 119 yards rushing on 14 carries, averaging 8.4 yards per rush, along with 1 touchdown, leaving James Cook with only 22 rushing yards. So Dalvin Cook definitely won the matchup, and they like to trash talk with each other too.
I can imagine how their household will be like today. The Cook household, the mother, or the other siblings, if they have other siblings, right?
Oh, they definitely have other siblings.
2 brothers playing against each other, and then, one loses, so they go back home. They go back to the same house. This is in my head. Do you think they would celebrate if it were you?
I think they wore like one, like a half Dalvin Cook and a half James Cook, where...
Half Dalvin Cook and half James Cook?
Well, there were these jerseys, like, one time, Amon-Ra St. Brown, a very explosive wide receiver, plays for the Lions, the Detroit Lions, and then his brother Equanimous St. Brown, also a pretty explosive wide receiver, but not as fast as Amon-Ra. But when one played for the Lions, one played for the Packers, so both rivals in the NFC North, but not as big as the Packers-Vikings rivalry. But anyways, Packers and Lions, they went against each other. So their parents, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Equanimous St. Brown's parents, they just wore one half of the jersey.
The parents, not the... Get it. Yeah. All right. So, heading on to Week 11, should the Vikings be flexed to Sunday Night Football in Week 11 against the Dallas Cowboys? They might come to the field with their hats, their cowboy hats, and their boots on horses.
No. And the Vikings will kill the horses with their spears.
Oh! So should they be flexed on Sunday Night Football?
Yes, they proved it. They proved that they deserve to be on that prime time game day Sunday Night Football. I think that'll be a great challenge for Kirk Cousins, because he doesn't really do good in prime time Sunday Night Football situations for some reason. So that'll be a great challenge. But he did win his first Monday Night Football game against 2 years ago against the Chicago Bears in Chicago, which is not an easy place to play.
It's not easy.
For some reason, the Vikings always play the Bears when it's at Chicago. They always play them at night. For some reason,
the night owl, the Bears, night owl, owl Bears.
No. Which for some reason makes it harder for them to play in Chicago at night.
Anyway, there are 2 things we're reading today. One is the Super Bowl is getting close to the Vikings.
I love a revised edition of this with the Vikings inside.
Go Vikings! And the second is that they remain the kings of the North.
Now, let's sing the theme song. Just follow along. Mm-hmm. Skol Vikings, let's win this game. Skol Vikings,
let's win the game. Honor your name.
Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em. Fight. Skol Vikings, run up the score. You'll hear us yell for more. Ready? V-I-K-I-N-G-S.
Go
Vikings. Let's go.
Vikings.
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.
Goodbye.
Bye.